To solve this equation, 6w plus 2 times the quantity 2w plus 3 is equal to 16. We will follow those steps that we've mentioned earlier. The first step is to clear parentheses. To clear parentheses, I would take the 2 and multiply it to the 2w, and I would also multiply the 2 to the 3. That's called using the distributive property. When solving an equation, we always want to write down the whole entire equation. We still have 6w plus 2 times 2w is 4w, plus 2 times 3 is 6, which is equal to 16. In step 2 for solving linear equations, we want to combine like terms and have just one variable. If you notice in this equation we have both a 6w and a 4w. So if we combine like terms, we will have 10w plus 6 is equal to 16. So we're well on our way to solving this equation. We need to isolate w, get w alone. So we'll get rid of the furthest thing first. According to the order of operation, we would multiply by 10 before we would add 6. So we'll get rid of the 6 first. The way that we get rid of 6 is to add the opposite to both sides. So I will add a negative 6 to both sides of the equation. That way I can keep the balance of the equality. So on this side of the equation we have 10w is equal to, and on the other side of the equation we have 10. Now I have a unique way of always trying to solve for w when multiplication is involved. I've used the properties that are stated in all the books, and there is no division property, but there is a property of multiplication with equality, that you can multiply both sides of the equation by any amount except for 0 and keep the equality. So I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by 1/10. We'll simplify this to see what we have left. W is equal to 1. So we've solved the equation, we've gotten the variable alone. We've cleared parentheses, we combined like terms, and then we got rid of the furthest thing first. Added negative 6 to both sides, and then multiplied both sides by 1/10. There are more examples if you'd like to go